This is Julie Ho, Blue Diamond with TalkFusion Global with the Video Communication Center training series. This is a session number 103, an overview of your address book and uploading contacts into your address book. Let's go ahead and get started because we're right here in your Video Communication Center. And we're going to go right over to the video email tab, and you see that's where the address book is located. And we're going to view the contacts and add new contacts. That's how you manually do one by one. And you can import your contact list right here. And we're going to also do that. So let's take a look at view your contacts. Now when you view the contacts here, this individual file, it's kind of like your default file. So anytime you just enter one person in when you're sending out a video email, they're going to land in this file right here called individual. And then it's up to you to come in here and take one by, place them in one of these files over here is what you need to do. Now you can't pull them and drag them in there. You're going to have to just click the one that you want to move and select the folder from right here, and then you'll just hit go, and it'll just automatically pop them right into the file of your choice. Now if you want to add a new folder, this is like a working account right here, you might say. So I've got lots of folders and everything in it. It's our personal one actually. So what you're going to do is just add the file name right here. Just type the name in here and hit add, and that'll add your folder right up here. And then you just have to add your contacts to it. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and add one right now because I'm going to do a file called training. And we'll just call it number 103 is what we'll call it. All right, so we've got that, and I'm going to add that. So now you can see that. Now, since I don't have anything in it, it just has a red X in it. So for now, we don't have anybody in there, but we will be loading some contacts in there in just a moment. Now, I did want to show you too, as you send out video emails, you're going to have people that are either, if you look at these different options right here, there's a opt-out type. There's three different types. They can opt out. And you're going to see, instead of a green dot, you're going to see a red dot. Here, let me scroll down a bit. You might see spam, and it'll say spam underneath that little mark there, that little logo type thing, icon. And then you're also going to see this bounced email. Now that one has like a little envelope and a little circle going through that. So you're gonna see that from time to time. If people decide that they want to opt out, or it's a spam, they've reported you as spamming. Bounce back email, that's just an email that's a bad email, so it just came back, or it's maybe they have too many in their inbox coming in, it's full, and it could bounce back for that reason too. So let me just show you what you would do with something like that. Let me just go into here. I know I have a few in here. I just sent out a big mailing. Now, once you see this red dot, that just basically, what that means is they have opted out. They do not want to get mail from me. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them out. I'm not really sure. There were some business, some folks that I have, I contact periodically, but, hey, they don't want to get mail from me. That's fine. So I'll go ahead and just put a check mark by their name. And I'll do the same with this one here too. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete these two, and you can do it in two ways. You can do one by hitting the garbage can, or you can just hit this delete selected and just take them right out of there. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. And it's going to ask you to confirm once an email address is moved to the inactive folder, they can never be used again. Are you sure you want to do this and proceed with this? And I said, yes, that is fine with me. And those two are gone. Now, usually, if they opt out like that, they're pretty much their email's toast in here anyway. So if it's someone that made a mistake, and sometimes people they do. they'll just click on the wrong thing, you know, in their email account, and sometimes that happens. And so what I usually tell them then is just give me another email address and I'll put you back in here. Because there are, you know, sometimes I'll make a mistake and do that. Let's see. What else? Now here's one that says that, oh, it was a bad email. So that one bounced back. So same with him. I don't know, you know, I don't have, let's see if I have his phone number. I guess if I have his phone number, I could just call him up. But I don't have his phone number, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'll just go ahead and take him out. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll just get him out right now. There we go. Okay, so perfect examples of exactly what I wanted to show you in here. Now, here's the other thing, too. You can search for someone. If you just go right here, you can search for anybody and just put their first name in there and just click on search, and then it'll just, you know, go for that. It'll go check for you. Let's see. Pretty much, I think I covered everything in here. You can export your folks too if you want to. If you choose a group, like right now, it's on the BizOp lead. So if I wanted to export them, I could just click on that button, and it'll export them right out. Now, the other thing I want to show you is you can manually add people in here. Now, what I mean by that is one by one, you can add people in here. So if I'm going to put their name, I'll put that right here, and it would just be their first name, their email address, their phone number, and then I would just click right here and choose whatever folder that I want to put them in, okay? And then as soon as you do that, you just hit add, and right across the top here in red, it will say, you know, Jack Jones was added to your address book. So that's your confirmation that he was actually added in there. Now, this is how you import your contact list. This is how this works. Now, it's best to watch the tutorial because it's pretty thorough, and it'll take you all through this, as you know, mine is too. But it's nice to see, you know, a different explanation there too. So you have that tutorial in the back there, and you also, like I said, you have the not only the tutorial, but you've got the PDF too that goes with it. Now, the other thing that you have here too, here's what I'm going to, you can use either Outlook Express, which will tell you exactly, give you directions on exactly how to export the file out and import it in here. So you're going to export it out to a Excel spreadsheet, and you're going to import it right inside here. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You also have the Microsoft Outlook also. And some people just like to go open up a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and just do it manually like that and put each one on there and build their list that way. If you don't have that many and you have like maybe 25 or something, you know, you could probably do it that way. But if you've got a couple hundred of them, you don't want to do it that way. You want to just try to follow the directions here, and I would do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I put a few on an Excel spreadsheet just to give you an idea exactly how this works. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to browse for my folder, and I save when I'm doing instruction like this, you know, training. I always just put everything. I put it on my desktop, way easier to find. And so we'll go ahead and just when I say that, I'll probably not be able to find it, but just it's here, I know. Okay, let's see. Okay, should be. Oh, here we go. All right, training and address book. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I found the file. Now I'm going to open it. Okay, so now my file is inside here. All I have to do now is import it and invalid file type. Oh, there. I did that on purpose. Now let me go show you something that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put that in the correct format. So let me go right over here. I'm going to open it up. because I wanted to show you this too. You know how you got to put it in the right file format. So if you're not familiar with doing that, this is a good exercise. So you're going to go like save as, but I'm going to go into an other formats is how I'm going to do it. And you're going to scroll all the way down here, and I'm going to go to here's what you want to save it in right here, CSV, delimited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the same, name it the same, but it's going to be in a different format. So there you go. I'm going to say okay, yes, and I'm going to close that, and yeah, I'll just say yes to that too, and save it. Yep. Okay, let's not. Okay, let's get out of this, and I'll say no to remove that. Okay, so now my new file, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I'll cancel that one. Okay, let me get back into here. We're going to browse. Now I'm going to go get that other file. So you want to make sure that you grab the right one. I was just going to try to delete that other one. I was trying to anyway. That is the one I want, right, delimited. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now that we have it in the right format, I'm going to import it. Okay, so what it does is it just comes up with everybody that I've put in there. I put a name and an email and a phone. Now, the name and the email it won't let you upload unless you have the name and the email in it. If I don't have the phone in, it's still going to let me do it, but you need your phone number in there for the tracking purposes. So when you get notified by email from the corporate office, it's going to tell you that, like, for instance, Jack Jones, and his email, he just watched your video. And then it would say his phone number too. But since I don't have if I didn't have a phone number, I wouldn't be able to do that. So, interesting enough, see, I already had this file named training, and so what it did, it just picked up the training and it just automatically went to that file. So training 103 is exactly where I wanted to put it, or I could name it a new file. See that right here? If you want to upload some and maybe you don't have, you didn't put a file, you didn't build a file for it beforehand. I always tell everybody to put their, go in there and build their files, make a folder. But if you don't and you forget, you can always do it right here. Now, if you verify and you're ready to import, then you can click that button. But if you need to fix something, because sometimes when you put a large file with a couple hundred or more in it, there might be somebody that doesn't have their name. You might have not check that before you upload it. Maybe there's something missing. Well, it's going to let you know that too. It won't let you upload it or whatever. It'll have you come in here and fix it, tell you to fix it. And so that's how you would do that. You just come, you'd have to fix your file, go to your Excel spreadsheet, fix your file, and bring it back in. Very simple to do though. We're going to go ahead and we verified this. We're ready to import. So now it's going to import those 5 names I believe I had. And now my folder, I have all 5. There's my confirmation. It just went into my folder, and we're going to go in here and confirm that it's there. We'll go into View Contacts. And let's see, where are you? Oh, right here, Training 103. Here we are. So all 5 of those of them landed right inside my file. Very good. Okay, well, this is the conclusion of this training series, and this one here, this training was an overview of your address book and uploading contacts into your address book, and I hope that was helpful to you, and you'll see and hear me on the next series. Thank you.